Yo, what up? This is Mike Brown,
This is Alpha.
and this is the Art of Letting Go.
Letting go, letting go.
I like these type of episodes when they just flow
Yeah,
because they just go.
yeah. Bars, bars.
Oh man, but one thing I wanted to talk about is not really a letting go. It's more of like a growth thing.
Got it.
I've been traveling for like 2 weeks,
Right.
and I really got to experience like my external growth and my internal growth, like being around my family and shit.
Yeah.
It was dope, like just to introduce my dad to a guy,
That's what's up.
and my dad be open to it,
That's what's up.
and just my whole family just being cool, and like everybody just showed like so much growth, and like they made me feel very appreciated.
That's
Like,
cool.
They just had very good things to say about me.
That's cool.
It felt good.
Yeah, especially after we had the family episode too.
Yeah.
So that's cool. You think
Yeah,
that had
man.
anything to do with it?
Nah, I think we just all growing in our own ways.
That's
we
real.
respect each other's growth.
That's real.
I think, we all had to go through our own shit in order to come back and be like, yeah, this is where I'm at, and this is where I'm at, and accepting people where they at.
That's real. And it's cool that so this past weekend my wife's birthday was last week.
Yeah.
And so over the weekend, my family decided to have a game night randomly, and they were like, "Oh, we could have a birthday cake for Karen." So we were like, "All right, cool." So we went over
That's
there,
what's up.
and it was the same kind of experience. Like everybody was just free, everybody was cool, just playing games,
Yeah.
and it felt like family. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And it was really dope. And I haven't felt like that in a long time. Like we was in there just like we played this game. I forget the name of the game, but it was like sex questions.
Oh,
And like
wow.
my grandparents was playing, my dad,
That's
my
what's
mom
up.
was there. You know what I'm saying? All the kids is like we just in there playing. Like it don't matter. Like we all grown in here, so we go had a conversation,
Yeah.
and they were like funny questions. It wasn't like nothing crazy, but yeah, man, that's cool. It's funny that you've been traveling for 2 weeks, and I just went back to my old job like 2
Oh,
weeks
wow.
ago, and so the growth is interesting from my perspective because I see how you growing and how I'm growing is different in a way, but we're both growing. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
absolutely.
So that's cool to see, but I want to hear more about this growth and what you experienced on your vacation.
So where did I go after that? After Vegas, I went to Miami.
Okay.
Linked up with my homeboy Edgar. Shout out Edgar. Yeah, man. I said, wait, did I say I went to Miami or Long Beach? Because I'm in Long Beach.
You might have said Long Beach, but I'm
But
not.
I went to Miami, but it felt so much like Long Beach.
That's
it was
real.
real dope. It's a real dope vibe. And we took a road trip to Atlanta. We spent like maybe damn near like 12 hours in the car listening to music. I slept a good bit of the way, but talking and just like it was dope.
Yeah,
and like
that's dope.
for me to be able to hear his music, like, cause I always connect music with people,
Right.
Like, certain songs remind me of people, certain artists and shit. Like just hearing the type of music that he listened to, it was like, wow, like, it kind of shows you like a different side of
Right,
someone, like
right.
just by their music selection. So that was really dope. But we got to Atlanta, and I'm not lying to you, Atlanta was probably the most proud I've ever felt being black and gay.
Wow.
I've never had that experience.
Okay. That was your first time in Atlanta?
First time in Atlanta. And what's so funny is I used to be afraid to go to Atlanta when I wasn't out, because I felt like for some reason if I would have went to Atlanta, people would have been like, why are you going to Atlanta? So
Right.
I just was super
Right,
paranoid.
right, that's
So
funny.
to go to Atlanta, it just for me was just like, damn, like I've really just grown the fuck up. And I had an amazing time. Atlanta felt like Xavier for me. Like I felt normal.
Yeah.
I be in LA like feeling like a fucking alien sometimes when I go to
Yeah,
gay
LA
shit.
does that to people.
I don't like that
LA does that to people. It's a common
because you're supposed to fit in a box. Well, that's what they tell you in LA, that you have to be in a box.
But there's so many
I'm not
boxes.
about
It's
a
like
box.
which box I'm supposed to be in. Like
No fucking box. You fucking
so many
alpha.
of 'em.
You alpha. I'm Mike Brown. Like, we not supposed to be in no boxes. You know
That's
what I'm
real.
saying?
That's real. And
And you put yourself wherever you want to be. Like I understand that now. You know what I mean? I understand. Like, I'm wherever I want to be.
that's real. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. It's so I'll go over my experience.
But let me give you one
Okay,
more
go ahead.
Atlanta
Do you
thing.
think?
One
Do
more
you think?
Atlanta
Do you
thing.
think? Do you think? Do you think?
We was in the man, and first off, I want to shout out everybody that I play ball with, just because so many of us have the same experiences,
Mm-hmm.
and like to really just connect with people and shit. Because for a long time in my life, I thought I was alone. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know nobody that was going through the same shit I was going through.
Right.
So now to connect with people that, oh shit, we was listening to the same type of music and doing the same type of shit, and they play, I forgot what song it was, but it was some like throw your set up, throw your hood up type shit, and motherfuckers was just throwing their shit up so much that it inspired me, and I was like, fuck, like I was over there throwing up the H. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in a group of gay men.
Right.
And it felt amazing.
That's cool.
It felt amazing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm glad that it's so cool to hear it from you and not to have seen it on social media.
Right.
Like, it's cool to sit down and have a conversation with you about it and
Right.
hear about your experience rather than me sitting here like, yeah, I saw when you did this and I saw when you did, like, you really lived in it. And that's dope. Like, that's really dope to hear. That's cool. I like that. Like that. I got parts of what you was doing, but it wasn't really a whole lot. Like, you did a lot, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
you really enjoyed yourself, and that's what's up. Like, you definitely need that every now and then.
Absolutely.
Every now and then. And it was a trip you took at home. Like, you didn't have to go nowhere crazy far.
Right.
So that's cool. That's what's up. That lets me know I need to do that soon. Very soon. But that's so what about, because I kind of want to know, what about Atlanta made you feel like being proud? And since it was a brand new experience for you like that, like,
I saw myself in Atlanta,
okay.
you know, and no diss to nobody, you know what I mean? Like, cause I don't want to make it seem like I'm anti anything, but just being real, like, you see the media stereotype of a gay black man.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I saw growing up.
Right.
So I never saw myself that way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But to go to Atlanta and see people that were like me, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, just not to say regular, but just real
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's something I hear about you a lot. Everybody that didn't know, that finds out, like, either when they watch the behind the Black Hollywood Live, when they see you on there, they're like, I would have never have guessed. So that's cool. That's cool that you got a chance to see that, because I do see the stereotype a lot. And I mean, you see it when you walk down the street now, because it seems like that's what you're supposed to see.
Yeah.
So it was cool to chill with you and to get with you and to kind of be, because even the people that I've met through you that are gay have all been kind of cool like you talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's never been no like awkward or weird situation. Like, it's always been like, all right, cool. So
Yeah.
let's talk. Like, what's up? So that's cool to hear that you got away and you got to really experience what I get to experience all the time.
Right.
So that's dope. That's really dope.
Yeah, man.
That's cool. So I got a flip side.
Mm-hmm.
It's still growth. It just probably wasn't as fun as yours. So I went back to work a couple of weeks ago. My old job. I took it like a year off from work, and for everybody that doesn't know, I took a year off from work and built a studio and really got into doing music and wrote a curriculum and a bunch of stuff. So anyways, I go back to work because I need to start practicing for my curriculum. and it just gives me an opportunity to run groups. So I'm like, all right, I need to get some practice. It's been a year, like I haven't done it in a minute, so let me go in and do this. So I go back in, bro. When I tell you, I forgot how much I hated sitting in the office. Oh, it's terrible. It's awful, bro. I hate sitting in the office all day long. But now I understand why I'm there. Like, as much as I dread it, every day, at the end of the day, I get to go and run a group. And so I like dread the whole day. The whole day is whack. And then I get to go run a group. And I wake up and then I come home and I'm in the studio and everything is cool. So there's growth, because before I would be like moping. I'd get home and I'd still be moping and I'd be complaining like, man, I hate my job. I hate my life sucks.
Yeah.
And now it's like, all right, like you got to do this for a little bit, but you know where you're going. And I had my first event. I did a mock of my curriculum with a group.
That's what's up.
Of people. It was like a group of 12. And it was everybody came. It was raining that night. Everybody came. Everybody had a really good time. Everything happened that I wanted to happen. So there have been some really great things that have happened. The good thing and bad thing that's happened is going back to work. I don't like sitting in the office. So I try to get away. I try to do stuff. I try to take walks. I have my headphones on when I'm really digging into work and I don't really want to be bothered. But I got to find a way. Like, this is giving me the motivation to really push for everything else that I want.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I really know I don't want to be here.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And it has nothing to do with the people. It's like, you want me to sit here for hours? Like, this is what you want me to do in this box? Nah, bruh. So, but yeah, so just like you had your growth, I feel like I've had my growth. And in the last year, when I really like you said earlier, I put myself in the place where I wanted to be.
Yeah.
And I went back to my job voluntarily. It wasn't like it's something that I needed to do. It was something that, like, all right, I can see the benefit in doing this, so let me go run and do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was able to handle myself in that year to really stay up and do it and do everything that I wanted to do. And I was like, all right.
And it's like this time around, you know what it is.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not like you at the job looking at it like, I got to do everything I can to keep this job. It's like, I survived without it.
Right.
It's going to help, but at the same time, it ain't going to make or break you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You already know what you could do without it. So.
Right. But it's cool, though.
That's what's up.
I like the fact that it's a balance. It's learning that balance again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was used to doing my own thing all day long for
make
over
you disciplined,
for a year.
huh?
And so the balance is like, all right, like I've been having sessions every night. You know what I'm saying? After work, I come home, I have a session. Like, it's work. Like, it's work, but I know, like, I see the dream now. Like, I've seen it before. No, I've seen the dream before, but now I'm living it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, dreams aren't always like fun and hunky dory. Sometimes dreams make you run and you wake up in a cold sweat. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But you still learn something from the dream. You still remember it. There's still a feeling that's attached to it. So you got to do something with it. And that's what I'm doing now, man. Like, I'm tired a lot more. I'm not as focused as I want to be yet. But I know it's going to happen. I just got to figure out what the balance is. Everything has a balance.
Hey, man, you focused, though. And I say that because I come over here and you working on mixing a song. You know what I mean? So, and then you jump straight into recording the podcast. So
that's real.
And you work today. That's
real. And I'm about to go finish mixing.
You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, man. Like I said, it's growth in that way. And I can say that I'm proud of that. So yeah, this is Alpha.
This is Mike Brown.
And this is The Art of Letting Go.
And where can they find you, Alpha?
They can find me on Instagram under Alpha Presents. Don't forget the F. ALFPHA_presents at Instagram.com if you're going to use your laptop or something. Nobody does that. I just want to say it. And you can find me on Facebook under Wayne Michael, because that is also my name. And you can find me on Twitter under Alpha Presents. And you can find me by calling my number 310. I will not give you the rest of it. And nah, man, but that's where they can find me. Where can we find you at, Brother Brown?
I am on all social media at Just Mike Brown. On Facebook, Just Mike Brown. SoundCloud, Just Mike Brown. Website, PrimoMiguel.com. Tricked you there. Yeah. Also, if you guys would like to donate to this podcast, you are more than welcome to do so. Help us keep the lights on, keep the SoundCloud running, and all those good things.
Yes. All right. Go ahead and close us out, brother. Give me a little song.
Letting go. Letting go.
That's it. It's just that. It's just that easy. All right, y'all. Peace and love. Hit us up. Let us know what you think. And happy Easter.
Yeah. Peace.